rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to you, O Israel. Well, hello everyone. I forgot that I had already hit the recording button, but I'm so glad that you've joined me for today's reflection. I'm Susan Short, and I have the good fortune of serving College Lutheran Church in Salem, Virginia as the Director of Music Ministry. And again, thank you for joining me for this reflection. And we're going to take a look at one of the communion hymns that we'll be singing during our drive-in worship service scheduled for Sunday. And it's O Come, Emmanuel. This ancient Advent hymn originated from the great O antiphons, part of the medieval Roman Catholic Advent liturgy. On the 7 days leading up to Christmas, one responsive verse would be chanted, each including a different Old Testament name for the coming Messiah. If you turn with me in your ELW, the red hymnal, O Come, Emmanuel is hymn number 257, or if you happen to have your green hymnal, the Lutheran Book of Worship, it is hymn number 34. You'll see each of the different chants as they're presented throughout the verses. O wisdom, O Lord of might, O branch of Jesse, O key of David, O dayspring, O King of nations, O come, Emmanuel. The text was originally written in Latin, and the hymn's origins go back to the monasteries and to the life in the 8th and 9th century. The Latin metrical form of the hymn was believed to have been composed as early as the 12th century. Historians seem to have been able to indicate that Veni Emmanuel, the tune name, was used as music for a requiem mass in a 15th century French Franciscan processional. So as you look at the copyright information and who has contributed to both the text and the tune, you'll see references to both. I think if you can imagine with me that over hundreds of years, it gives us a lot of time to make changes to the text, and it turns out that there aren't many hymnals today that use exactly the same words. Like the original Latin poem, J.M. Neal's translation from 1851 contains 7 stanzas. Today, many modern hymnals contain only 5. Ours happen to include 8. You probably won't come across any big disputes over which text you use, but most of the changes that have occurred gradually, the versions that we use today, simply been passed along through our various traditions. A refrain was also added to the original text that is familiar and oft-sung today. O come, Emmanuel, rejoice, rejoice. Emmanuel shall come to you, O Israel. I hope that you will take a moment to click on the link that I have provided in today's reflection in order to listen to an instrumental recording of O Come, Emmanuel performed by Casting Crowns. And I do hope that you're making plans to join us for drive-in worship this Sunday at 10 a.m. as we gather to celebrate the second Sunday of Advent. Thanks again for joining us for today's reflection, and do continue to take great care.